Good morning, guys. I am in a happy place right now. It is so gorgeous outside this morning. I'm happy I get to be outside in a tank top and it feels amazing and the sun is already shining. But this is my recently woke up, haven't done anything. Good morning. I've only had one cup of coffee. But I'm popping on here because I've been putting off some somatic breathwork practicing that I've wanted to do. And I recognized I'd been putting it off because that's what we do, you know, we sabotage ourselves. We don't do the things we know will be good for us, right? I'm human, I do it too, and then I get to that point where I'm like, why am I not doing it? I need to. And so this morning I said, you know what? I'm drinking this cup of coffee and I'm laying my ass on the floor. I am doing my somatic breathwork practice. I'm gonna move whatever is stuck in there that just, I don't even know what, but I know it's there because I can feel it. And so off I went. So I'm sharing because what an incredible journey it was. I had no idea. And look, I'm gonna back this up a bit. So I'm literally making my cup of coffee. I have a coffee bar that I made in my house, right? And like I have the shelving over my coffee stand. And on that shelving is like my ancestor altar. I mean, it's not like altar, but it's got pictures of my close family that have passed. That's my dog, sorry. And I keep their pictures there so that every morning when I make my cup of coffee, I say good morning to them. I connect with them. I know that they're still around me. I know they're an important part of my spiritual team on the other side that helped me to have stayed alive this long, number one, but also to help to guide me, right? They are huge still in my life. So I'm standing at my coffee bar this morning and I'm talking to my family and the message I received was, you're avoiding doing what you need to do for this answer that you're asking us for. And I was like, smarty pants. So that's what really prompted me to like stop not doing the thing and like just go do the thing. So I did. I rolled out my mat on my floor in front of the altar in my room and said, let me go through this breathwork practice. Jasper, Michaela, that's what I call him when he's bad, so he looks at me. I went through this breathwork practice and it was unbelievable the things that were coming through. And it ended up not even being just a breathwork practice. It ended up being like breathwork mixed with some dance and movement and shifting things and moving the body and releasing some areas. And like, it was perhaps one of the most wild, intense, but also so needed thing that I have done lately. And I feel so open and I feel so free and it feels so amazing. And if you don't know, when you do breath work, it shifts the level of oxygenation in your blood. So I don't know if that's it, but everything looks different for me right now. Everything. And that in and of itself is incredible. But I'm sharing this because during this practice, I was able to recognize things that have been so kind of dormant and latent, but yet stuck. And just the breath, just bringing my awareness to those areas, like there was such a deep, intense release. Like it felt almost energetically like you were vomiting up like this energy, right? Like, I mean, it was just, I don't know. I've never had that experience before, so that was kind of wild. And I feel just so open right now. And I'm loving the day. I'm loving the sunlight. I'm loving the trees. I'm loving the colors that I'm seeing right now. Like, it's just so beautiful and amazing. And to be in a different state of being, a different place of being after doing something so simple that we all can do, which is breathing, but breathing with an intention, breathing with a certain like rhythm and cycle to the practice to create and initiate such a shift is so powerful. It's so powerful. Like, why don't I do this more? So I've just been making some connections to things. I had some insights in that connection. One of the things that came through was really that connection for us women into our energy of sensuality and how that connects us to the energy of confidence, to our inner fire, to our inner passions, to our desires, and how out of touch we are in this world with our sense of sensuality, right? We're taught that it's bad, it's shamed, it is looked down on, it's dirty, right? Like, there's so much that gets wrapped up around that. And I've been sitting here just still kind of unpacking that was moving through, coming through, and just how amazing that connection, understanding and knowing that connection from a different place is. If we were to think of what it feels like, I'm sorry I keep swaying, I'm still moving, there's still like so much energy flowing for me right now, but if we were to connect into what that energy feels like in us, to reconnect so deeply with our own bodies, with the movements that want to move through us, from a place within us, not from some outside thing, but just from within, the shift and the difference that becomes when you let go of any of the outside noise that directs or that places these ideas, these notions, these beliefs, these attachments to certain things, and you just get to experience the freedom within your own body. It's just like that is like what I'm feeling right now. Like, I feel like I'm vibrating. It's just amazing. So that connection, like, that is coming down to like that core piece of really being so deeply connected in yourself that it is like everything else just falls away. And that's part of the breathwork practice, right? Like, you are inhaling and exhaling purposefully with the intention of release and letting go, of disconnecting from all of that, so that the only thing that's left is the awareness of you and your body right there in that moment. And there's something so scary about that, so vulnerable about that, but so freaking powerful too. And so I don't really know that I have a purpose of this video other than to just share this story with you, and sharing that, you know, I am doing these practices myself. I am experiencing firsthand how it's shifting things, how it's changing things, and understanding how it's relating to my life and what I'm going through, what it's helping me with. And I just wanted to share that with you. Like, this is a tool, this is a practice that you can learn to do to help get you out of that mode where all of the extra sensory overload, overwhelm that comes from the world outside you gets to be like shut down, shut off, turned away, and blocked out so that you can come back into you. And that feels really good. It really does. And I know a lot of us get weighed down with life, with things. It's part of life, right? Like, you can't control what happens in this world, no matter how hard you try, right? Like, the only constant is change. We know this, and yet one of the most common self-sabotaging patterns is control. We try to control things. We like the illusion of control. And I think a lot of us get caught up in that. And it comes from that, all of the outside stuff. And this isn't a matter of, well, this outside thing is important. I'm not talking about that. It can still be important without it like taking over you. It can still be important without it taking over and controlling and directing and narrating and muddying up the light in you that is you. That, to me, is really the heart and the essence of what somatics is all about. It's a coming home to self, to knowing your body, mind, self wholeness in such a way that you are fully aware of what's not you, so you can fully embody what is you. And I hope that through this 4 weeks together, that you get to tap into that, you get to settle into that, you get to be in the awareness of that, so that this can start making those changes in your life that help you to be more fully into the you that is you, and stop letting the patterns from the noise outside of you direct things for you, so that you can witness and experience the world in a place of joy, of bliss, of being so fully in your heart that you are connected to all things, and you know this, and is coming from a place of wide openness, not constriction, not pain, not sorrow, not sadness, not hurt, but a place of love, where all of that connection is there, where all of that felt sense of joy and bliss and peace and harmony and belonging. It's a deep sense of belonging. Like you're meant to be. You are meant to be. Like this you that you are, like you're meant to be here, just like that tree is meant to be here. And it's just being and connecting into the world around you from that place, so it's more steady, more easeful, more aligned to something that's deeper rooted in you than any of the outside circumstances that you've experienced in life. Because those situations, those circumstances, they're not you. It's not what makes you you. Yeah. So I just wanted to come on here and share that. We don't start yet. We haven't officially started. We don't start till Monday. But I just wanted to pop on here and share this with you because I felt so moved this morning with my practice. And it's so freaking beautiful outside. I just, it's great. I want you to feel into this greatness, this amazingness, this profound energy, and know that it's there. I hadn't really planned to do breath work, but I feel like I'm gonna be doing some breath work with y'all, so I hope you guys are ready for that. We'll see how that goes. Yes, I just wanted to pop on and share this piece of my world with you as I've been already holding this container and the space for this and what needs to come through for this. This is kind of the background of how I work, how I do things, is already tapping into the energy and what is needed to be brought forth for the women that are showing up. It's not just for me, right? This is for all of you, and there are so many different energies that I have to tap into, that I've been sitting here in that space over the last couple days of how is it all going to be tied together? What is really the themes going to be about for these women that are showing up? What ways, what tools, what techniques, what things can I do to really bring this forward for them? And it's always interesting how spirit talks and moves through you, and that's where I start bringing it all together. So I just wanted to share with you what I'm doing in the background to prepare myself in holding this container and bringing to you what is needed for you. So thank you so much for Jess, I see you and Kendra both watching. So thank you guys for joining me this morning on this impromptu live. But I felt like I just needed to come on here and share. So thank you too for being on here and watching and sharing this moment with me. And for the rest of you that tune into this later, thank you for sharing a moment of your time with me to just be in this experience with me for a moment as we prepare the container. It's gonna be amazing. I'm excited. Have a great day, guys.